And welcome, Rooney fans, to the break time with Scott the Big Guy Ferrara, Mike the Grand Poobah Barazzini, and today we have New York Ironworker Brooklyn Hardaker. Brooklyn, how are you today, dude?
Yeah, unreal. Good, thanks. How are you boys?
Can't complain,
Can't
man.
complain.
It's pouring rain up here by me. It's all nice, fun, and dark and cold.
Yes,
Can't
yes.
beat that. Can't beat the New York weather. But
100%.
listen, that's why we're here. That's why we love it. And we're going to make the announcement now. Prior to this year and the Ironworkers name coming out, we were called the Rooster Boosters because the name that the team had given itself in 2019 was the Roosters. I believe that was a la Luke Hume, who said the orange plume on the original jersey, they looked like a bunch of roosters. We kind of rolled with it. But now with the Ironworkers name, there's going to be an official fan club name change here. We are going to be called the Hard Hats. We're going to have some exclusive benefits for some Hard Hat members coming through this weekend at Memorial Field. And we're working with the team to give you guys some exclusive stuff, and there'll be some literature on the way about how to become a hard hat, and that's going out to season ticket members first, and then members of this group. So I just want to make that announcement. Very excited. Thank you to Dan Gardner over at Rooney for helping me out with this project and kind of making us a little more legit. So now we're the hard hats. Now I have to change all my posters, Mikey. This is fun.
I love it. You might have to get a few hard hats out to the field.
We're already on that, Brooklyn. He's mind meld right there. Me and Dan Gardner are already on that. But Mike knows when we go to the stadium, I put out these nice signs that I have, and some of them are group related, some of them are player related, and now I have to change all them because they all say Rooster Boosters on them. So
that's all right. We'll get him updated quickly.
That's another $200 my wife's not going to be happy about spending. But listen, this is why I do it. This is the fun part. Exactly. Anyway, talking about fun, I got to meet Brooklyn at the watch party at Stout NYC over at Penn Station this past weekend.
Yeah.
We're going to have a couple more watch parties. We got to see the boys have their first crack at week 1 MLR out in Seattle. It was a very fun time. A lot of players were there. A lot of wives and girlfriends and boyfriends and husbands were there. And a lot of admin. There was New York Rugby Club women were there, the women that Pago coaches in his off time. It was a great time. I had a blast. I know Brooklyn had a blast watching with me. I'm sure I was sweating all over him, and he had it fun. It was almost like being back in an Australian summer with me, just like.
It was the underground dungeon.
It was fun though. Outcome,
was a good turnout.
Yeah, no, it was really good turnout. I was very excited. We had a lot of hard hats there, a lot of OG hard hats, guys that sit with me in my section. We got a nice group going, and some new people. It was great to see, and great pictures. And I got to be honest, it's one of those things where you go to a watch party, you don't necessarily have to know anybody because we'll come up and introduce ourselves. We're those type of people, especially. Brooklyn is like Mr. Socialite over there between him and Joe Basser. I guess it's an Australian thing. I don't know. They're just like, hi, go right up to people. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So unfortunately, not the result we wanted against Seattle, but I got to be honest, my first thought, and this is something I know Rick Salizo, the CEO, also was thinking, they've been waiting 6 months to kind of punch us in the mouth for beating them in the final.
Definitely.
So there was some juice to that match. Not to say that Seattle's not a great team, and I got to be honest, they do look like they're going to be a contender for that number 1 spot in the West and championship and even the Shield. But I thought by watching, they did bring some extra juice against us, and it showed. They had some hard hits. They had a great defense. That defense was hitting the gain line so fast.
Definitely.
It really, it was stifling those pop passes that we were trying to get out there, which is part of our offense there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the seawall has always been a thing, right? It's always been the Seattle seawall. That's their defense. But to be honest, they weren't much of a wall as much as they were an attacking defense against us, Mikey.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, we just couldn't. Right, we couldn't get anything kind of going. Yeah, it always seemed like we'd get those few kind of like pop passes in or that work, that forward work around the outside of the rucks, and they were just right there. And so it seemed like we were constantly going back. We couldn't kind of get on the front foot. We did capitalize on a few mistakes that they made, and we kept going. But it just seemed like too, when we were getting, we'd get the ball moving, we would shoot ourselves in the foot. We get down inside the 22, or we get something going, and all of a sudden, either a penalty mistake on our part, or like I said, that seawall just kind of stifled everything and forced us to forced us back and forced us to make a mistake.
Yeah, and I mean it was tough to watch because we were kind of shooting ourselves in the foot a little bit with the handling errors. But I know that the philosophy of the team and the philosophy Coach Semple has out there is don't be afraid to make mistakes. So that's the number one thing. We want to have this free flowing passing attack that's going to use the defense and have guys like Andrew Cohen, Fidel, and Brooklyn Hardaker make a break and kind of get a little skinny to get out of a tackle, and all of a sudden they're going to go. And Andrew Cohen, I got to be honest, in my opinion, I know Ed Fidel got the first 15. He had an amazing try and a couple amazing runs, but Andrew Cohen slaps people in the mouth when it comes to tackling. And if you don't know Andrew, he's not the biggest of wingers. Ed is way bigger than him, but for his size, man, he slaps people in the face when he hits people. That's the big guy. Like, I love that. I mean, he was hitting guys left and right on defense and making a lot of cuts on offense to free people up. One thing I do want to mention, and this was weird, but Mikey kind of brought it up. Mike, do you remember the name of the official?
Yeah, hold on. I just had it. Chris Asmus.
So Chris Asmus was the official for the match. I don't think this call would have changed the outcome of the match whatsoever, but Chris is primarily a sevens referee. This year, World Rugby changed the rule on intentional knocks where it's no longer a yellow card. It's just a penalty. And obviously, if it impeded a try, it would result in a penalty try. But Andrew Coe had intentional knock midfield, and the official sent them right off. I think that was more of just automatic because in sevens, it's still a rule that you get a yellow no matter what. And I just wish the MLR would come out and say he made a mistake because it's okay to make mistakes. And it was been a rule in 15s forever. So like, I understand how it's just automatically you get to do that, but TMO should have caught that in my opinion. Again, I don't think it would have changed the outcome, but you never know. And it's just, you want to get them right. And you want to make these rules right. Other than that, it was mostly us just shooting ourselves in the foot. I think we can say that wholeheartedly. That shit happens. You have those matches. In particular, Nick Mayhew was having a tough time with his ball handling. And to be honest, I think it was more tough for Nicky in the style you play to have somebody in your face to then try and grab the pop. He's a big prop. Try and grab the pass, and then throw a quick flick or a pop pass when you have a guy like Riker tatting right up your face. So I think it's just a mix of Seattle defense being good. The style we play wasn't working at that moment because they were so in your face on some of those passes. So unfortunately, Nick Mayhew didn't have his best match, but as we know, he could score some tries, baby. We saw him score tries in the championship, probably one of the most iconic tries in the championship thus far in the MLR, to be honest. But listen, bad day at the office. We're going to look forward to week 2 later on, but now we're going to start our interview with Brooklyn. So Brooklyn, like we mentioned, originally from Australia, the town Bronte, how do you pronounce the town?
Yeah, Bronte,
New South Wales.
Yeah.
Grew up playing pretty much on every New South Wales team you could probably imagine as a kid, going through to under 17s. In 2021, I believe you were on the practice squad for the Waratahs. Is that correct?
Yeah. I think I was pretty sure it was 2021. Yeah, I was doing a bit of preseason there.
Nice. And then 2022, I knew you had been signed with LA, but where were you playing ball? Because I know you didn't get in any matches.
In 2022, I was doing a bit of sevens, so I was in there after the preseason from the Waratahs, and just sort of went down that path. Was playing a bit of sevens there, and then I got injured early in the year. Yeah, tore my ACL, and then got back from recovery from that, and then headed over to LA for the last season, and then redid it again. So didn't get on the field. So
that's common though.
That now, so
that's common. You see that in a lot of sports where you get the ACL repair the first time, and for some reason it's just a little bit weaker, and you make a cut and you pop it again, and then all of a sudden that second one takes though. I mean, we've seen that quite a few times in the NFL, especially with big tight ends. You see them actually either they'll blow out one in one knee, come back, then blow out the left knee, and then all of a sudden they're fine, or they'll do a double blow on the same knee, and then all of a sudden they have a great career. So honestly, it's less invasive now. It sucks. Trust me, it sucks going through two buildups and all that. But my point being, it's less invasive. You're quicker on the field, and listen, you've been through the rehab the first time, so the second rehab should be easier in my
Yeah, exactly.
Know what
So,
to
you know,
expect.
I've learnt from the first. So, you know, I'm getting there. So, a couple weeks,
Yeah.
fingers crossed.
Listen, very
Keep
excited.
going down.
Yeah, he's one of those wingers fighting for playing time with guys like Ed and Andrew, and he's another guy. We have big fucking wing. Like when I stand next to Brooklyn, he's a big friggin' dude. Like I know I'm like a big dude, but I was like, he was broad. He was like solid. I'm like, damn, that it's gonna be a fucking another smashing wing we got. Love to see big guys run. I mean, I hate seeing big guys running sevens because I get out of breath watching sevens. But on the 15s field, I think you're gonna really when you get your time in, you're gonna really make some plays and smack some guys in the mouth. Which again, I'm all about the defense. If you're coming in and hitting tackling people hard, man, I love you forever.
We love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So Susie, one of our friends down south in OG NOLA land, she can never decide who she's rooting for, whether it's the OGs or NOLAs. I think she changes depending on who's hiring.
Jobs and changes are. Oh, well.
Yeah. No, I love making fun of Susie.
She's on our side.
Yeah, no, listen, she's always a Rooney fan when she shows up to a Rooney match, as long as it's not against OGs or NOLA. I'll put it that way. She's a great hang at the matches. But I'm going to start off with this. Because they just had a promo on Instagram featuring our boy Charlie Hewitt, who last year had a sweet mullet. This year, who do you think has the best hair on the squad?
Best hair, Chancey. I'll tell you what, Chancey's hair is pretty bloody good. I can't go past that. I don't mind a mullet. Joey Bass has got a nice little mullet going on now. So you know. Chancey's hair is pretty good. He's got the fro going.
Yeah, Chance has amazing locks going. He was dubbed Rugby Predator by my buddy Rob Hammerschmidt in those promo shots they did. He's always looking good in those throws. I can't pull it off though. It's just not long enough. Like I'm at that age. I'm old. I'm an old fart. I'm like 35, so it's starting to go. So I think I've lost the timing of
you just don't want your last haircut coming.
Listen, oh man, I got one like a month ago, and I went, "Is this lighting? Like, is this lighting for real? Really?" But listen, that's part of being an old guy. Now that I'm an old boy officially.
Oof. I was gonna say, so we mentioned from Australia originally. How's it feel being an Aussie in a team full of Kiwis or a Kiwi run team?
So funny enough, when I was coming over here, Sammy Windsor was. I met up with him before coming over, and he's like, you know what? It's actually not bad to add another Aussie to the team. We've got a fair few Kiwis there. You know what? There's a bit of camaraderie and a bit of whatnot going on inside the team, but we're pretty much similar. We like each other, Aussies and Kiwis, so it's a bit of fun.
Have you put down any bets for Bledisloe yet?
Not yet, but it's coming around the corner, so there's going to be a bit of beef. We can tell. We've got four of us now, so it's going to be better.
Oh, that's great. I got a question. Does Butcher still play from Land Down Under during practice?
No. Well, little Sammy Davis is on the speaker lately.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
that's a change. Usually it was Quinn.
Well, so Quinny's on the tunes with Powers, but Sammy's got to bring it to the field. So sometimes forgets, and then he's on the fines.
That's great. Because I know Butch used to play it in honor of just Joe Bass, or not even for Sammy, just Joe Bass. He's like, I'm playing this for Joe. Yeah. Oh man. We
might have to add it in. Might have to get it in for tomorrow.
So all right. So let's say you're on the mic for practice. Give me one song you're definitely gonna play.
Oh. You know what? I don't mind my country music now since being over here.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, we're listening into the car coming back from training. I don't mind a bit of Chris Stapleton. He's good. Okay. Bit of Chris Stapleton. I have to any song from him, I tell you. Any song.
He just did the national anthem at that Super Bowl. He was really good.
Unbelievable.
Really good.
Unbelievable.
I got a recommendation for you. Jelly Roll. Check out Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll. Right.
Yeah. I'll send it to you on Instagram.
Sweet. I'll add it. I'll have to show it in there from Quinny.
Yeah.
All right. I got my favorite. This is my favorite 2-part question. So this is I've done this with every single Rugby New York player. Flashy cleats or plain cleats, and then short socks or long socks.
yeah, flashy in terms of bright
Like color.
color. Yeah, that's me. I'm flashy. Flashy cleats, yeah, definitely. And I'm long socks.
Good.
Okay.
You better be long
Got to
socks.
represent.
That's what we do.
Yeah,
We do long socks here.
definitely got to represent.
I was gonna say, like, well, like, are you like, so you're, kind of saying flashy? So like, talking hot pink, lime green,
Well,
like.
I've got blue, so like a lightish, darkish blue.
Okay.
You're matching the kit. I like that.
I sure am.
Okay.
I've had some stripes of bright pink in there, some past couple boots, but yeah, I'm just whatever goes.
And like soccer cleats, right? Like the thin.
Yeah.
Because you're fast, right? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, is that because I'm slow and fat? I can only wear blue.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I really do hate you, Mike. All right, so this is another one that could get you in trouble with a team, but we really don't care. If you had to purchase another team's kit that you were going to wear, what kit would you purchase from 2023 kits? Can't be a Rooney kit. Got to be a different team. The MLR.
Ooh. I don't know, actually. There's some new good kit and some shocking kit out there. Not shocking, but some odd-looking kit. Who came out? Atlanta. You know what? Atlanta looks all right, actually. I don't mind they're looking all right. But Chicago, the all green. I don't mind that.
The all green looks good. I actually like the
does.
whites. I like the whites. I don't know why. I like the whites when LA had them.
Yeah.
Everybody told me I was stupid, but I don't care.
No, they look good. They look good, but for cleaning and getting shit on them,
Yes.
they don't last too long.
So what else gets me? I hate white jerseys because they are the hardest to clean.
Yeah,
and they're the worst.
They
dark
are.
colors.
Yeah, they look good, all for show and tell, but they don't last too long.
Yeah. But we're playing on turf, so who cares, Mike?
Blood still gets on it.
Oh yeah, but that's cool. That's the kit you keep at that point. You put it up on your, like, you have Connor's jersey behind you. You knew you wanted Connor's blood on it. Don't lie. That's why
That's why he's got it.
Exactly. Yeah. So you traveled around. Originally from Australia, traveled around the U.S. Say now you're a country music fan. What is your comfort food when you want to get back? You had a bad day at the office. You just want to relax. What's the one thing that you want to eat when you get home?
Eat. The one thing at home, I'm massive on a barbecue, so I love a barbie. Nice. But here you can't really get outside for a barbie, so it's a bit too cold for that.
If you want to, you can.
Yeah.
Listen.
Jesus.
I got the smoker going last weekend. You can definitely get out there.
Look, I can't get one in here.
You just can't find out. See, it's two different things. You just can't get caught.
Give me a couple more months and I'll be out there.
Dude, go up on the roof. They ain't gonna find you.
Nah, true that. You know what? I'm more of a steak and potato bake, if you know what that is.
Okay,
absolutely.
That's man. I'm a bit of a surfer, so I just chill, watch the surfing, watch some YouTube, whatever.
That's awesome. That's sweet. All right, so I got one. This is another one that might get you in trouble in the locker room. Here's a kangaroo court coming. You got to pick one guy you definitely want to room with on the Rooney road trip, and one guy you would absolutely not room with on the Rooney road trip on the road.
You know what? Well, I'm rooming with Enrique, the new prop from Paraguay, and we have some fun. So he's definitely
a nice dude. He was another guy I got to meet. He was a great guy.
Yeah. So no, we have some good fun. Learning a bit of Spanish in here and there, but not going too great. That's pretty hard. But one bloke not to room with.
It's Charlie because he just has a huge head that takes up the whole room.
It could be Charlie. It could be. You don't get much out of him.
Oh man!
So
I love busting his balls. Sorry.
And now another one that might get you in trouble as well. If you had playing a game of backyard rugby and you had to pick anybody that you've played with as your first pick, who is that going to be?
Oh, who is it? You know, well, actually, one of my best mates, that I played with from school and growing up and whatnot, plays back in Sydney, and he's got to be up there. He's a decent player, decent fly half. So Ben Donaldson, got to get him in my team.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like that pick. I like going with friends. You know, usually last year everybody's first pick was Andy. I was like,
yeah, true.
Yeah, come on, Andy
or Ed.
Yeah,
or Ed. Yeah, I'm like,
I
yeah.
went for the safe option. Went back home.
I love that question though, Mike. I really do. Gosh, what's the next? What's one I'm missing? I'm missing one. Did the hair? Did the kit? Did the socks? Did the cleats? Did the song? Did the backyard touch? Man, I should really write these down, but you would figure after like 100 episodes of these, I'd remember.
They'd just be in the back of the head.
Yeah, like I should just know them because we've done. Oh, there's another one I'm going to ask because he's a fucking back, and you can ask this question. What's your fastest Bronco time?
Fastest Bronco. That was before I had any injuries, and I was going all right. I got what was it? It was like 4.
I fucking hate you. I
4:25, I think.
God, I fucking hate him.
Something like that.
I was lucky if I cracked 10.
I was gonna say, was that when you were, a spry 18-year-old before you're, an old 22-year-old?
Yeah, dude, I haven't. Yeah, right. I haven't run a Bronco in 15 years.
You go all right.
I just quit. I'm like, they're like, we're running Broncos. I was like, no, I'm not.
Not happening. Count me out.
Yeah. I was like, we're playing club Division 4 right now. We don't run Bronco. There's no such thing as a Bronco.
No way.
Oh my God.
Scott,
Mike,
your shoes.
One last one.
I was gonna say your shoes became, loose all of a sudden. You had to tie your shoes.
Oh, I don't know, my sciatica, ankle.
I was gonna say,
my big toe. I got turf toe.
Yeah, turf toe, dodgy knee.
So we kind of mentioned it, or I kind of asked it when, being, an Aussie on the team of Kiwis, but how has it been, coming to, Rugby New York, and how has it been, integrating in with the team?
Oh, loving it. Great gang of boys. Like, if you're going to come in, I mean, being an Aussie, heaps of Kiwis, it's just, you slot right in perfect. Good crew. You can't complain at all. Have a bit of fun, and what a place to be in, honestly, New York. Like, wow. It's incredible. So, yeah, no, it's sensational. Can't complain. Very lucky.
Oh, I almost forgot. We got to ask this now, the new guy. So, what team are you on? What color team are you
on? What am I on? Blue.
So, for fans who maybe we didn't get to talk about it, the teams were kind of broken up into 4 colors?
Yeah, 4
yellow,
colors.
Green, blue, and red. Yeah. Little mini teams, and on Mondays they kind of play a couple of games of touch just to clear their head in those teams. But they also did things like scavenger hunts. I think we talked about that with Feeksy when he was on. So it's cool to see, and I got to watch. And if you ever get down to a practice on a Monday, it's fun to watch the butcher lose his mind when they lose a game of touch. I mean, it's like
it's fun to watch the butcher lose his
World
mind
Cup
in general. It's
like he lost the World Cup. And they're playing, and they're not even playing real touch. They're throwing the ball forward, but just rugby passes. So every pass is illegal.
Mm.
And when he oh my God,
he's a cracker. He's fun. He's fun to go against, to rev up, and he's a good bloke.
Yeah, no, I got to see it last Monday. And
we had our little mini teams games today, and funny enough, our blue team is undefeated so far through the season.
That's awesome.
Just throw that in there.
Got it. That's just another dig. I'm gonna cut down. I'm gonna send it to Butch. No, but it's good. I mean, if you go back to the social media, they had some. They were busking on the street. Some of the teams, they were in front of big icon buildings and places that you would recognize.
Yeah, that was a good day actually.
That was fun. Yeah, you could tell it was one of those things to kind of just bring the guys together and they could talk definitely. A little shit about it.
I think it was my 3rd day here, and just getting into New York, like just still meeting everyone and thrown in like that, and just going around meeting, chatting to people, chatting to boys. Like you're with the whole day with them, so it was actually really good.
That's awesome. That's what we love to hear because it really is about the family. And as you can see, if you guys, we're going to talk about coming into week 2, our home opener at Memorial Field in Mount Vernon. Last year, if you were a season ticket holder, it came to a match. All the wives and girlfriends and everybody and all the kids that were there was fun. Jason Emery and his three daughters will make you laugh when they scream at the referee. It's hysterical how much they understand about rugby at such a small age. I heard there's going to be about 15 to 20 under 7 kids there now with all the families that are here, and that's one of the most important parts about the culture, right? Is I know you're a young guy, but for the older guys to have their families there, have their wives there,
definitely,
have their girlfriends there is part of the culture, and that's why they come to the watch parties, and that's why they're always at the matches. That's something that I really like about the culture is it is a family first culture. If you can sort yourself, off the field and have a great life off the field, you'll definitely play way better on the field. So let's talk about playing way better on the field against the Toronto Arrows, 3 p.m. on Sunday. Again, we're opening Memorial Field. It's championship day. We're going to raise that banner for that 2022 Shield we won against Seattle. We're playing a Toronto team that honestly, I couldn't tell by watching the game. I'll put this one caveat. It was 10 degrees there in Atlanta on Friday night. So I wonder if that had something to do with a lack of offense by both teams. To me, Toronto just seemed in tatters. Atlanta was killing them up front with all their set pieces. And again, they made a couple mental mistakes in the last 3 minutes where they were down by 10, Toronto. They got the ball back after they scored a try. And if they score 3 points, they're getting the bonus point at least. If they score another try, they'll have like another 90 seconds and another restart to get another try to win. And they kicked the ball away immediately. And that was just weird to me. That they wouldn't want to have the ball in hand to try and to score and at least get the bonus point. They ended up getting the bonus point at the death, but just to kick it away with 3 minutes left didn't make sense to me. So they seemed to be out of sorts at the end of that match after scoring, like they didn't know what they should be doing. So I wonder if they're going to tighten up now coming into New York. Then we also have to tighten up with our handling errors. I mean, the amount of penalties we conceded. Jordan Chait just killed us with all the penalties he converted. He converted all 6 penalties. Yeah, I mean, he was just slotting from everywhere in the field. He was slotting from out in the friggin' parking lot, to be quite honest. I mean, dead down the middle. Mikey Rodriguez, another one of the OG Rooster Boosters. You'll hear him scream shank. He does not respect the kicker, which is okay. He was screaming it at the bar like they could hear him all the way in Seattle. Unfortunately, didn't affect Jordan Chait's kick percentage, unfortunately. Might have affected Sam's, though, because I know Sam missed a kick. So maybe Mikey needs to tone it down a little bit. But I think if we can just play our game, we can battle up front and really, hit those set pieces home like we normally can. I think this should be a little easier. The problem is Toronto always likes to play us hard at home. They have a very good game where they do this counter kicking and chase, and they're very good at it to make other teams make mistakes. Didn't happen for Atlanta. Atlanta was rock solid with White and Leonard out there collecting those kicks. We have a back three that is really good at collecting kicks. Sometimes you'll see Sam Windsor back there as well. So we really got like 4 or 5 guys that are good at collecting kicks. So I don't know if Toronto's is going to have to change their strategy against us, Mikey.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the one good thing that we were doing kind of really well this past weekend was we did have a great kick defense where we were able to scoop stuff up. I don't think, Seattle got too many advantages off of, kicking the ball to us. I think, Ed scooped the ball up a good few times. There was definitely one time where Andrew had a great run where he was, weaving through people, eventually getting, some great yards. So hopefully that works in our advantage. Yeah, I think we just got to clean it up, run with support. It seemed like a lot of times, a lot of our penalties seem to be not releasing. So, make sure that we're getting there to make that ruck. So it doesn't put, the pressure on the ball carrier to hold on to that ball a little too long. But other than that, just tighten up, hold on to that ball and, play some good, hard-nosed rugby.
Absolutely. I think our defense was pretty good against Seattle. Let's be honest, the couple of tries they scored were really at the end of the match. Guys were tired. It's the first match. Again, it was really most of their points were killing us through penalties. If we could stop that, I think that's our best bet. And let's be honest, Mike, what's your spread here? Where are you going?
Ooh, I'm going to say Rugby, New York. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to say it's going to be plus 30. It's going to be over 30 for the total points. And I'm going to say Rugby, New York by a try.
Awesome. I'm saying Rugby New York. I'm going to say -10 because you get 3 with the home point and then a converted try on top of that. I think we'll get the converted try at the last part of the death. I think it's going to be close because Toronto just shows up when they're in New York. I don't know what it is, but literally they come to play when they play us. So I expect them to come in, especially after the Atlanta match week 1, to kind of punch us in the mouth. I think that first 20 minutes is really going to tell us the Toronto team we're actually going to see for the rest of the season. But obviously, I think Rooney wins every match from here on out with less mistakes. I mean, that's the game of rugby. The team that makes less mistakes, that's the team that's going to win. I'm sure Brooklyn would agree with that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, absolutely. So, fans, again, we are now called the Hard Hats, baby. I will see you guys in Mount Vernon. I'll probably be there at 10 a.m. tailgating. Me and my father are going to have some wedges, have a couple adult beverage. You want to tailgate with the big guy? You're going to want to go to the Best Buy parking lot. The lower levels across the street from the field at the Best Buy parking lot, not the Target parking lot, the Best Buy parking lot. That's where I'll be. Me and Mike will be having our preview show half an hour before kickoff. I believe gates open at 1:30. I believe there's 90 minutes before kickoff that the gates will open. I believe they will be having adult beverages served and food. So that's always good. Actual stadium food. And guys, I'm in section 6, row 4, seat 8. Come say hi to me. Come take a picture. I got some new banners I'm putting out, and guys, I can't wait, baby. I'm so excited for the home opener. I'm sure Brooklyn is. Yeah.
We're up there today.
Oh, yeah?
Put the post in.
Nice.
She looks good.
I was gonna say I saw that video. Who did the least amount of work putting that post up?
There's only one bloke, Butch, standing there with his notebook.
He's just taking notes.
He was standing there, arms crossed, just going, "What is going on here?"
He's taken to that, he's taken to that union kind of thing.
He wears the white hard hat.
Yeah.
He wears the white hard hat. He's the supervisor on the job site. But Brooklyn, thank you so much for coming on, bro.
No worries. Thank you.
Sorry for the mix-up and getting you out of bed for this. I appreciate it.
You're right.
Really appreciate
no dramas
coming around. So, guys, if you come around the stadium, Brooklyn, I'm sure we'll be around there pre-match and post-match. Go say hi to Brooklyn. Come say hi to me. Mikey, I don't know, is doing some shit.
Would be in Western New York ice fishing.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So instead of being at the match, he'll be ice fishing, watching on TRN in his phone. I hope you drop your phone through the hole, Mikey.
I hope I don't. God.
I love you.
Phone too.
I love you, Mikey. But on behalf of everybody here at the fan club and on behalf of Brooklyn and the rest of the Rugby New York guys, we'll see you guys Sunday. Tickets in the bio right now.
Yes.
Take a look. Grab your season tickets. Grab your home tickets, and we'll see you guys next week.